Still David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 340 of the One Up Game podcast. So we will go into this week's news, and I mean there wasn't anything massively newsy about this week, so I'll just sort of go through a few little things that got my attention. So the first bit of news that we have this week is Chris Pine vents his Star Trek frustrations. It feels like it's cursed. So it looks like Chris Pine is just as clueless and frustrated with what's happening about the next Star Trek film as we are. The actor plays James T. Kirk in the rebooted franchise. He hasn't heard any news about the long-delayed Star Trek 4. I don't know anything. In Star Trek land, the actors are usually the last people to find out anything. I know costume designers that have read scripts before actors. In February 2022. Yeah, Zachary Quinto, I haven't heard of him in a while. Simon Pegg. Not aware of them moving forward with Star Trek 4. I would say it's frustrating. Pine said about they kept out of the loop. It doesn't really foster the greatest sense of partnership, but it's how it's always been. I love the character, I love the people, I love the franchise, but to try and change the system in which things are created, I just can't do it. I don't have the energy. So it looks as though it was set for a theatrical release, December 22, 2023. That's not going to happen now. With Matt Shakman attached to the movie. Is he directing it, I guess? But Shakman has left the project to film Marvel's Fantastic Four reboot. Paramount's removed Star Trek 4 from its upcoming film slate altogether. The last installment with 344 million worldwide. It's not bad. So what do you guys think? Do you guys miss the Star Trek-y sort of stuff, or do you think it's just one that is... I don't know, I think it's been going that long now. I don't know if it'd be an idea just to chop it and start again with an all new original cast of people again. But I don't know, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a very, very, very long time. Anyway, Mark Laidlaw on publishing Half-Life 3's plot as fanfiction. I was deranged. Half-Life 2 Episode 3 may not be an official endeavour, but that doesn't mean series writer Mark Laidlaw hasn't pondered on the universe after Episode 2. However, it seems to regret publishing his thoughts as an unofficial short story in an interview with... I was deranged. I was living on an island, totally cut off from friends and creative community over the last couple of decades. I was completely out of touch and had nobody to talk me out of it. It just seemed like a fun thing to do until I did it. He published the Episode 3 short story to his website in 2017. Unofficial tale arrived just off the heels of Episode 2's anniversary, trying to get hype and money, and was told from the perspective of someone named Gertie Fremont, which mentions of Alex Vaughan. Apparent references to Gordon Freeman and Alex Vance. Just change names, right? No longer affiliated with the company publishing Episode 3. Have come out of the other side a lot less embarrassed. I don't know. I didn't really know nothing about this fiasco. I don't know nothing about Half-Life-y stuff. I really think Half-Life 2 is massively overrated. I really do. But what are we going to do in this day and age? Are you guys expecting a Half-Life sort of like Episode 3, or just an episode, or just like a... Oh God. Yeah, I think we'll just move on to the next bit of news, because my English and speaking has just collapsed and stopped. So it looks as though Meta's newest VR headset technology is set to hit shelves later this year, complete with some notable upgrades and a steeper price tag. A news report from The Verge revealed that the Meta Quest 3 headset will be at least twice as powerful as the previous iteration. The wearable tech will also be 2 times thinner and cost slightly more than Quest 2. which currently sits at a $400 price tag. One of the main draws of the new tech will be the ability to simulate mixed reality. Similar to the recently announced Quest Pro, Quest 3 will feature front-facing cameras that allow the device to pass through video of the real world. Headset can use this video to incorporate mixed reality, resulting in an experience that isn't as immersive as full-on virtual. I have no idea what any of this means. So in other words, they're just guessing. So will this be coming out end of this year? I don't know, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Next bit of news isn't really news at all. Like a lot of these things, it's just people talking because it's nothing happening. But anyway, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Oh God, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. What a weird rolly name. Director wants to make Cal's saga a trilogy. So the director Stig Asmussen, oh God, wants to make Cal Kestis' story a trilogy, meaning a third and final game could be coming from Respawn Entertainment in the future. Suggested that a third Star Wars Jedi game is likely if the upcoming Jedi Survivor performs well. Sequel discussions were happening even before Jedi Fallen Order was released in 2019. It's not fallen. I know what happened. Right, where were we? We were already talking about the second game. Frankly, we were talking beyond in these conversations that we were breaking this story with Lucasfilm. It's like, well, we're gonna with the second game. I always want to see this as a trilogy, blah blah blah. So yeah, it looks like they're trying to promote this and sell this as the next sort of game. So if this does well, it will be a trilogy of games. So what do you guys think? The next bit of news, again, isn't really news, it's just rubbish titty-tat thing. John Favreau hints that Salacious B, I have no idea who that is, or Salacious B Crumb, I have no idea, could return in The Mandalorian. Star Wars legend, legend, a bit too much there I think, may have survived the explosion that destroyed Jabba the Hutt's sail barrage in episode 6, episode 6, Return of the Jedi. According to the Mandalorian creator, he just wants to get another big name person in to do things. The Kowakian monkey lizard, Salacious B. Crumb, first appeared in the 1983 sci-fi movie as Jabba the Hutt's personal pet, an unofficial court jester. His cruel cackle, I have no idea who this person is, and it doesn't have a picture of him. So thank you for that, IGN. Yeah, I don't care. Mandalorian, great series, but I'm not a big Star Warsy fan. Going back to a proper gaming stuff now, and that is The Wolf Among Us 2 is being pushed to next year in an effort to avoid crunch. Today, Telltale Games has announced its long-awaited sequel to The Wolf Among Us is being pushed out of 2023 in an effort to avoid crunch and team burnout, as well as accommodate a move from Unreal Engine 4 to 5. Speaking to IGN, Telltale Games CEO Jamie Ottilie explained that the team made the choice for a number of reasons, primarily to avoid burnout and shipping an unfinished game. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know. I played the first game and it was good, but I got kind of lost in the story, and I'm not a big fantasy booky person, and some of the characters were just over my head. But it looks pretty cool. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'd rather have a finished game than a rushed game. But anyway, next up, Dune prequel series undergoing creative changes as it loses director and star. HBO Max's Dune prequel series, Dune: The Sisterhood, has seen yet another internal change, losing both a director and one of its stars. Deadline first brought the news today. Star Shirley Henderson, who was set to play Tula Harkonnen, and Joan Reg, who was planned to direct the first 2 episodes, have both exited the series as it apparently undergoes creative changes, has entered a pre-scheduled hiatus. There are some creative changes being made to the production in an effort to create the best series possible to stay true to the source material. Yeah, of course they'll say that. They're not going to say, yeah, we fucked. Joan Renneck has completed his work in the series, and a new director we brought on through mutual agreement. Moving to other to exiting the series, no longer playing. Because I don't know who Chula Henneck is. It's only the latest. No, I don't know. Yeah, what do you guys think? I loved the Dune movie that came out last year. That was mint. But what do you guys think? Do you think this series is another thing worth watching, or should they just concentrate on big budget blockbustery movies again? But we will see what happens in the very near future. Anyway, Forspoken developer will be folded back into Square Enix. Forspoken developer Luminous Productions will be absorbed back into Square Enix to continue working on AAA games the company has announced. Forspoken wasn't very good, was it? The change will go into effect at the beginning of May. As of May 1st, a talented team will join Square Enix to deliver new innovative gaming experiences to players across the globe. Between now and then, we remain effectively focused on Forspoken. We are currently working on the previously announced patch to address overall game performance. We will deliver an update soon, and the DLC in Tanta We Trust is on track for release this summer. Thank you again for your patience, blah blah blah. So, I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't that massively fan of the game. It looked basic and buggy, and the gameplay just wasn't there for me. But if you like it, enjoy it. Everyone enjoys something. So we'll go to the next bit of news, and that is Hitman developer IO Interactive is working on an online fantasy RPG. Are they still doing that 007 game? Are they doing the James Bond game? I think they are. Like fighting fantasy that let readers choose their own path. We're embarking on a new adventure, one that expands our creativity, our capabilities, and in some sense our identity. We are building a new world, a new IP, an online fantasy RPG. It's like a new thing they haven't done before. From the not even a screenshot, from the teaser picture I can see, I wonder if it's going to be like a multi-online game, like 3-4 players. But we'll see what happens. We will see. So moving on to the next bit of news. Again, it's not really news. It's just rubbish. Just because Mandalorian's coming out, the Mandalorian execs explain how Gina Carano's departure affected season 3. Dave Filoni and Rick Famuyiwa, I apologise. I'm sorry. I've opened up about the importance of Cara Dune. Was that a name in Mandalorian? How her lingering presence has been handled in the wake of the actress Gina Carano's forced departure from the show. Cara was a big part of it and continues as a character to be part of the world. It had to be addressed in the creative, and Jon Favreau took the time to think about that, who directed episodes 1, 7 and 8 of the upcoming 3rd season of The Mandalorian. It was something that was discussed as we knew it was going to have an impact on the show, but at the same time, what has been at the heart of the show are the two characters, Din Djarin and Gragu. I guess that Din person's the Mandalorian, I have no idea. The Gragu person's a little baby thing. So ultimately it felt like a servicing of that and around the Mandalorians. Importance of Pedro, Din, Bar, some multiple characters fighting the screen. Yeah, I still think the second season was really good as well. I did like The Mandalorian. I think it's a good little show. I've enjoyed it. It's the best Star Wars thing that I've seen ever. I think it's the best thing with a Star Wars name on. Oh god, pressing random buttons on my tablet now. But yeah, so the next bit of news that we've got: Amazon Studios boss confident Rings of Power will succeed despite a new Lord of the Rings films. Amazon Studios head Jennifer Salk is confident that the market is big enough for both the Rings of Power and the newly announced Lord of the Rings movies. Amazon owns the TV rights to J.R.R. Tolkien's work, and the studio released the first of 5 planned seasons for the Lord of the Rings last year. I think it was really good. I don't know if it was massively successful, but it looked amazing. Story was slow, but I do love the fact of these TV shows becoming a thing. So skipping on nicely, last bit of news I have got, and it looks as though Beyond Good and Evil 2 studio director reportedly out at Ubisoft. So it's undergoing a leadership shake-up, so it looks as though Ubisoft Montpellier staff were informed last week that their managing director was no longer with the company. I'm not even going to try that name. Had been absent from the role since the beginning of 2023 and no reason for his departure was given. It was at Ubisoft for nearly 2 decades. It's amazing. So yeah, will this Beyond Good and Evil 2 game finally ship? We don't know. We don't know, do we? So we will just go straight into the last top 40 gaming charts for this week. Once it loads up, there we go. So trying to get this done quick. So we have got the number 40, Red Dead Redemption 2, Lego Jurassic World, Mario Strikers Battle League Football, Gotham Knights, PGA Tour 2K23, number 35, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Wanted Dead, never heard of, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Lego Marvel Super Heroes, The Last of Us Part 1, number 30, Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Lego Harry Potter Collection, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Wild Heart, number 25, Mario Tennis Aces, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Super Mario Odyssey, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, number 20 is Mario Party Superstars, NBA 2K23, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Tales of Symphonia Remastered, Rhythm Final Bar Line, number 15 Sonic Frontiers, Just Dance 23 Edition, Pokemon Scarlet, Dead Space, Pokemon Violet, number 10 Splatoon, number 9 Animal Crossing New Horizons, number 8 Nintendo Switch Sports, number 7 Grand Theft Auto 5, number 6 Minecraft, number 5 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, number 4 Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, number 3 God of War Ragnarok, number 2 FIFA 23, and at number 1 Hogwarts Legacy, and that's thanks to Games Press and the GFK Entertainment software chat, all formats, so thank you for that. So that, my friends, is episode 340 of the One Up Gaming podcast with me, David, One Up Gaming. Please go to our website, oneupgaming.co.uk. Please check out our Patreon, patreon.com/OUG. You want to buy t-shirts, go to our website, online store, top right hand corner, buy whatever you want, nice designs. Please go to our Facebook, which is facebook.com/oneupgaming. YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, all that malark. Cool. Twitch.tv/OUG official. Our Twitter, which is just @OUG official. So send us any questions. And if you want to email us, it's contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. So that's a very quick fire round. And thank you all, David. One Up Gaming 340. Back next week. Goodbye.